hear me roar, in numbers too big to ignore, and I know too much to go back and pretend.
I am woman, hear me roar. This is the Barefoot Granny coming to you from the mountains of Virginia. I want to talk to all of those women who feel like they are down on the floor and can't get up. And I'm not talking about basketball. It seems like many of us are held down or held back for so many reasons. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not putting men down. I loved my daddy, and he was the first one to ever tell me that I could do anything I put my mind to. It takes work, but you can do anything you want to do if you put your mind to it. I also love my son and my grandsons, and I love my husband who stood by me through thick and thin. And I hate to say it, when I say thick and thin, I mean fat and skinny, but he's been beside me all the time. But that isn't what I'm talking about right now. Women all over the world have done so many wonderful things. And yes, a lot of them have received credit for the wonderful things they've done. But what about you and me? What about the everyday things we do? Many of us, or not too many of us, I've been lucky to have a family that's appreciative and loves me for everything I do. But that is not the way it is for everybody. I guess that's why the song, I Am Woman, Hear Me Roar, has been my motto or mantra, whatever you want to call it, ever since the first time I heard it in the 70s. I am woman, hear me roar. I've been down there on the floor, and no one's ever going to keep me down there again. How many times have you been told, hey lady, you can't do that? Or, sorry lady, that job is only for men. Or, the one that gets me the most is, that's for someone with lots of experience. Now that just about frosts my cookies when I hear somebody tell me that. Over my many years, I have about done everything there is possible. I've been a cook, a cleaning lady, a nurse, a teacher, a bus driver. I've been a coach, I've been a writer, I've been a mail sorter, an accountant, I've been a problem solver, a financial whiz, a seamstress, a decorator, a psychiatrist, a vacation coordinator, a cookie maker, and a gardener, and that's just the beginning of the iceberg. And someone out there tells me or you don't have experience. Now that's a joke. But you know what? I'm not laughing, and you shouldn't be laughing either. Granted, I don't have a degree for any of those things I just said, but I sure as heck have a lot of experience. There have been times that I wanted to learn to do something, so I went out and bought a how-to book. I read it over and sometimes over again. Didn't get it right the first couple of times, but I learned how to do most everything. And I just can't believe that there's nothing that I can't do if I put my mind to it. Now, what about you? Why don't you, when you turn off your computer tonight, get a piece of paper and write a list of all the things, the experiences you've had, the things you've done. They might seem little. Some of them are big, but write them all down. And you know what? When you finish with that list, you're going to be very surprised. And it's not going to take you 5-10 minutes or an hour. Put a piece of paper on the counter in the kitchen or somewhere close by, and every time you go by and you think of something, write it down. And in about a week, you read that thing, and you're going to be so surprised that you have done all the things that you've done. And you know what else you're going to do? Besides being surprised, you're going to be proud. And you should be proud of yourself for all the many things that you've done. What I want you to do is, when you turn your computer off tonight, I want you to go and look in the mirror. And I want you to meet your best new friend. Because I found out I'm my best friend. And I think you'll look in the mirror and see your new friend too. But before I close, I just want to say, every day, as my mama used to say, every day is a good day. When you wake up and you're looking down at the dirt instead of up through the dirt. So, have a good evening, smile, and I'll be back.